First opened in 2017, there's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. Here's the former Sooner, Austin Seibert, to get this one started. And we are underway from Atlanta. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Avery Williams. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Next to receivers, they'll spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Open man is Noah Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
This to McLaurin out on the left side. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down. Off the play fake. Daniels on the move to his left. He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Play action. Now it's Daniels. Out to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Daniels going to throw for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down at 7. A play fake. Now Penix steps away. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring... They'll go for it. Here's Penix. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Here's Penix. And a dump off here to Robinson. And they'll have it in the red zone before.
Coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Falcons 7, Commanders 0.
Back now in Atlanta's second quarter action, the Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to the ground with Robinson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Checks this one down to Robinson. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They'll run with Robinson. Gets around him. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. He'll buy some time right. This will be caught at about the 5. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll try and throw. Here's Penix. He's got it. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson from 4 yards out. And the Falcons go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. McCaffrey on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. From the shotgun, it's Penix. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
This will be caught by Brown. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. To throw is Daniels. This is caught by Robinson. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Throwing now is Daniels. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half score.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. Terry McLaurin. 56 yards. And the Commanders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. They'll go play action here with Penix rolling to his left. Looking deep here from Mooney. Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. McCaffrey on the return. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And that is incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Forced out to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
To the air goes Daniels. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs on getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a fourth down.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They're going to try and throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now he's loose down the left sideline and down to the 16-yard line. The rookie from LSU leading this offense well. A good throw there leads to a first down.
I'll tell you what, this is not for the faint of heart right here. 4th down, this is taking a big risk. But it's as good a play call as you can imagine. And the defense just not able to come up with the stop they needed. And this is not just a first down, but a big play as well.
He will push his way down to about the 14. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. 2nd down and 8. They go play action. Daniels sliding out of the pocket. His throw complete right side to Bates, the tight end. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? Oh, that is well read on the backside, and he'll be met well behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Here's Daniels. This is caught. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Daniels looking to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Now Daniels. Flush to his right. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Jaden Daniels punching it in from a yard away. And the Commanders are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Seibert on for the PAT. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Seibert now to kick this thing away. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. To the air, Penix. On the move to his left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
It's getting cold in here, partner, because it looks like he's trying to ice this one away. Yeah, I know, bad dad joke, but what the heck, right? Scrambling for that first after the deep blanket his receivers, that's a backbreaker for the defense. They finished this drive off with 6, and this one could be over.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll throw with Penix. That's caught by Werner, the tight end. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Looking to throw, Penix. Over the middle net. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. Got him in. It's Brown. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Plenty of time to work with here, but the timeouts, they're gone. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Daniels. Man open, here is Crowder. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Running the sweep with McLaurin.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Here comes 2nd down and 5. Back to throw. Out to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Falcons have just about sewn up this football game.
The tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the film, he'll see that he already escaped the pocket. He could have gotten more himself by using his legs, and that might have been the better choice there instead of challenging the zone. A miscalculation on his part, and he pays for it with the interception.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over. So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Now it looks like he'll throw here. This ball down the field for Pitts. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
At their own 30-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a big turnover there as hit